Pixel 6 was a hit, Google's first smartphone using their own in-house chipset, and it delivered. Yeah, not as beastly as the established names in the form of the best from Snapdragon or Apple, but close. Flagship grade. Let's get the specs out of the way. The regular Pixel 7 will have a 6.3-inch OLED display with a 90Hz refresh rate and HD+ resolution. RAM is 8GB with an option of 128 or 256 gigs of onboard storage. The battery will be a 4355 mAh battery, and the camera situation will be a 50 megapixel main and a 12 megapixel ultra wide plus an 11 megapixel selfie. Oh, and it also will come with IP68 water and dust rating. As for the bigger Pixel 7 Pro, it will have a bigger 6.7-inch POLED display for that variable refresh rate based on the contents of the display to improve battery life. It will also be a Quad HD+ resolution with 120Hz refresh rate. Storage again is an option of 128 or 256 gigs, but RAM steps things up a bit to 12 gigs, the same as last year. And same goes for the battery, which on the Pixel 7 Pro comes in at a substantial 5000 mAh. The camera situation is the same, save for an extra 48 megapixel telephoto camera with 4.8x optical zoom and 30x super resolution zoom. More on the cameras a bit. But as with Google smartphones, the highlights are always in the software, and this time around the software features focus on security, intelligent audio features, and imaging. In terms of security, the G2 chip that is powering the Pixel 7 is coming with the same chip level security as their servers, Google servers, with their Titan M2 chip. On top of that, they are promising that processing of personal data will be done on device, so this personal data can even include health data. And whilst on the topic of data, the Pixel 7 devices will come with a built-in VPN under the Google One service. But if you are in Africa, don't celebrate just yet. The VPN service is not available in Africa right now. In fact, it's only available in 22 countries, and you can only get the VPN for free on your Pixel 7 smartphone if you are already subscribed to Google One on the 2TB package going upwards. Something to keep in mind if a VPN is one of the biggest reasons why you would want to get the Pixel 7 or the Pixel 7 Pro. Intelligent audio. For voice memos, they have built up from the super accurate and real-time speech-to-text dictation from the Pixel 6 and added speaker tags. Essentially, the speech-to-text engine is able to identify different voices within audio and group all of the speech sections of an individual together. This would make transcribing audio much easier, even for things like amateur podcasters with multiple speakers or us journalists covering events with multiple panelists. Now, of course, it may not recognize the name of the various speakers, so that's something you would still have to keep track of. The audio chipset can now also use machine learning in voice calls to remove background noises, as well as boost the voice in the incoming audio from another person on the other line in real time. This is pretty much an improvement on the tech that suppressed background noise on the source device. Oh, and the cooler one for me at least is transcribing audio within a chat. So picture this, you let's say receive an audio from that one sketchy contact. You don't have any headphones or earphones and you know it's gonna be chaos playing that audio on your phone's loudspeaker. What do? You can just click on the transcribe option on the audio within the chat and it will be live captioned as it plays, even if the phone is on mute. I think this might be one of the main reasons why I will buy a Pixel 7 Pro. Anyways, the star of the show, the cameras. Hardware on the Pro models is pretty much similar on paper for all three lenses to the Pixel 6's hardware, but what is new is a beefier chipset, meaning that more can be extracted from this same hardware. The biggest benefit being motion blur in photos and how the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro are dealing with it. The first method is just raw image processing power. Because the G2 chip just has more performance to spare, it's able to run image processing much faster, especially exposure bracketing when performing HDR+. This is pretty much the camera capturing multiple images at different exposures and stitching the best parts of each image into the overall picture for a more pleasing and more evenly exposed image. The more powerful the image processor is, the less time the camera spends taking all these multiple shots, and so less chance of there being image blur in your photos. Number 2 is elegant and genius all at once. So when you take a pic, the phone will capture the same image with the other cameras as well, then use AI to reconstruct the image with the data obtained from the other sensors. Simple as that, but also quite impressive. And the last one is being able to remove blur from images already stored on your device. Now the kicker is this: the feature on the Pixel 7 and Pixel 7 Pro works with any image taken by any phone or camera, even if it is not a Pixel device. So even if your homies send you blurry Saturday night pics via WhatsApp, you can maybe salvage one or two of them with the Pixel 7. Almost forgot, pricing. The Pixel 7 will start at $599 whilst the Pixel 7 Pro will start at $899. That's in the US, which is the same pricing as last year's Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro. And that's all the interesting bits in the recently announced Google Pixel 7. Will you get this over the recently released iPhone 14s? Let me know in the comments.